Hello, I'm Mark Ells, Barnstable Town Manager, and this is my Town Manager update for April 7th through April 27th. We're proceeding with the budget action calendar for FY 2024 as scheduled. The capital budget for FY 2024 and the capital plan for the period of FY 24 through 28 have been submitted to the Town Council and are scheduled to commence public hearings this evening. Mark Milne, Director of Finance, has provided a pre-recorded summary of the FY 2024 capital improvement plan, and it's available on our website. We've also provided a link in the written communication that can be found on the Town Manager's website for this period. The Town Manager hearing on proposed changes to fiscal year fees was held on March 21st, 2023 at 11 a.m. The proposed fees have been approved as proposed and are posted on the town's website. The FY 2024 operating budget hearings will commence in June of this year. And for more information on our fiscal year budgets, please visit the town's open budget website on our website homepage. I've been invited to be a panelist for the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce Blue Economy Foundation, Plymouth Area Chamber of Commerce, and Plymouth Foundation inaugural Big Blue Conference, Big Ideas and Big Careers. The Big Blue Conference is the Cape Cod Blue Economy Foundation's first conference intended to spark conversation and inspire action relevant to virtually the vitality of Cape Cod and the surrounding blue economy. It will be held at Mass Maritime Academy on Tuesday, May 2nd and May 3rd. On Tuesday, it's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and on May 3rd, it's 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And again, I provide a link if you want to find more information regarding this conference. The Great Street Downtown Hyannis project team invites you to attend the upcoming meeting to review final design concepts for the Downtown Hyannis Transportation Network. The presentation will take place on Wednesday, May 17th from 7 to 8 p.m. in the James Crocker Hearing Room, second floor, Town Hall at 367 Main Street. Light refreshments will be served. The design plans, which include the potential for a return to two-way travel downtown, were informed by input from stakeholders such as yourself and feedback from local residents and merchants through an iteration and multi-pronged community input process. Most information on this effort can be found on the project website, which is on our town website under our planning department. There is still an opportunity to submit comments on the proposed intersection design and cross sections through the online comment tool. The meeting will be recorded, live broadcast, and available on the project website for later viewing. Our legal department continues to participate in the discussion to prohibit discharge of radioactive wastewater into Cape Cod Bay during the decommissioning process of the Plymouth Nuclear Power Plant. Under separate email, we provided Town Council with a letter sent by the law firm representing the Association to the Preservation of Cape Cod, to the Secretary of Energy and Environmental Affairs and the Office of Coastal Zone Management, in which it urges the state to rely on the Ocean Sanctuaries Act to prohibit Holtec International from discharging radioactive wastewater into Cape Cod Bay as part of that decommissioning process for the nuclear plant in Plymouth. We will keep the community advised on this matter as it progresses. On April 2023, the town received an email from John Cox, president of Cape Cod Community College, notifying the town of the recent Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance notice for a public hearing scheduled for May 3rd, 2023 at the LaRusso Technology Building, Cape Cod Community College, room 114, to provide the public an opportunity to comment on the land transfer on 4C's campus from the Department of Transportation to DCAM. DCAM, again, is the Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance. Cape Cod Community College has been working closely with DCAM to finalize the process for reallocating control of 21 plus acres of land adjacent to their parking lots 3 and 4. Right now it's under the control of Mass Department of Transportation. The premises are currently undeveloped, landlocked, and contained walking trails. Cape Cod Community College intends to use the land as it is and then to conduct a planning exercise to inform Cape Cod Community College regarding the feasibility of other uses or subsequent disposition. Any disposition would require legislative authorization. A particular section of Mass General Law, Section 37, requires that notice be provided to governmental bodies in the affected area at least 120 days prior to any purchase, sale, rental, lease, transfer, or change in use of one or more of the acres of real property owned by the Commonwealth on behalf of state agencies. This notice is intended to satisfy the requirements of the statute, meaning the letter we got satisfies that. They sent it to the town of Barnstable. The notice period may be reduced from 120 days with the agreement of public officials. The letter dated April 19, 2023 from DCAM requests that the town agree to a reduction in the 120-day notification period to 30 days from the date of the notice, and they're looking for town's approval. This is permitted under Mass General Law, Section 37, and as actually Chapter 7C, Section 37. And if approved by the town, will allow DCAM to proceed with the acquisition without delay. We've taken this under advisement at this point. As reported in the last town manager communication, last summer, Barnstable was required to stop raking beaches at some of our public beaches after a complaint was received by the Massachusetts Natural Heritage and Endangered Species Program regarding endangered species habitat. After further discussion with the state agency, as recently as April 5th of this year, and in order to be compliant with the state and federal law, we need to temporarily discontinue raking at beaches that are designated as endangered species habitat. The beaches that will not be raked in this upcoming summer season 2023 are Douses, Calmus, Craigville, Covels, and Forts Beach. We are committed to exploring permitting opportunities for raking these beaches in the future. This will likely involve a beach raking management plan that is reviewed by the state agency for compliance with the Endangered Species Act. We'll keep you advised as we progress on this matter. As stated in previous town manager communications, we continue to meet with state officials on the proposed regulatory changes to Title V and watershed permit regulations. Our most recent meeting was held on March 22nd to discuss specific questions Mass DEP had relevant to the town's comment letters. We've submitted several at this point. No further discussions have occurred with state officials since that last meeting, and draft regulations are still under development to our knowledge, and we'll keep you advised as this progresses. On Wednesday, April 12, 2023, Town of Barnstable Consumer Affairs Officer Christopher Kelsey, in partnership with the Licensing Division, hosted the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission for an all Cape Cod and Islands training seminar tailored to licensing staff, law enforcement, licensing board members, and legal counsel. And law enforcement from across Cape and Islands towns attended. The training seminar lasted for about an hour and a half and covered a range of topics from the application process to the role of the regulator. The meeting was recorded and can be found on our licensing division webpage under the resource tab. So it's down at Barnstable Licensing Division webpage. That concludes my town manager communication for April 27th. And now I'll ask Kelly Colby, our communications manager for the Department of Public Works, to provide an update on water resource management planning that includes our comprehensive wastewater management plan. Thank you.
Hello, Kelly Colby from the Department of Public Works, and I will be providing your water resources management update. We'll begin with a look at the Route 28 East Sewer Expansion Project, where sewer construction has been advancing within the state highway. On April 17th, a very specific targeted portion of work transitioned to off-peak overnight hours. This was a result of existing conditions that otherwise would have required a full shutdown of Route 28. Again, a very unique situation, but ultimately has proven effective. We anticipate one more week of overnight construction before resuming daytime operations as early as Monday, May 8th. Next, we'll take a look at the Strawberry Hill Road Sewer Expansion Project, which is nearing completion. Testing along the route is ongoing. Additionally, next week, the contractor will return to perform some necessary drainage work along portions of Finney's Lane within the existing Finney's Lane road closure. We anticipate service lateral riser construction to occur in fall of 2023, so this coming fall. And following that, we anticipate sewer connection along the project route to occur in the spring of 2024. We have some resources that will help in communicating to residents and businesses along the project route, which we'll talk about shortly. Shifting over to the Vineyard Wind project, it's important to note that, as previously reported, sewer construction on Finney's Lane has concluded for this construction season. So currently, all roadway impacts on Finney's Lane are related to the Vineyard Wind operation, which includes deck bank construction, cable pulling, and vault activity. We anticipate that Vineyard Wind will continue to occupy Finney's Lane through the month of May. And as they continue their duck bank construction, they are also completing final restoration of Craigville Beach Road and Coville's Beach. Craigville Beach Road most notably has received its line striping earlier this week, and shoulder reconstruction, or restoration I should say, and loam and seeding will continue over the coming weeks. You can also see below the anticipated final paving schedule for disturbed roadways, which includes Strawberry Hill Road this spring, and then Finney's Lane and Waquaket Lane this coming fall. Shifting back to CWMP sewer-related construction, we have the Centerville Village Sewer Expansion Project, which is progressing through design. Nearly 50% of the design is complete. Over the last several weeks, we've held a number of public outreach informational meetings, as well as a workshop-style discussion event. It's important to note that public comment periods are coming to a close. We've received a number of really informative and great comments from both residents and businesses. So coming up on Monday, May 1st, the comment period for the pedestrian and roadway improvements will close. And then following that, on May 15th, the comment period will close for Mother's Park. And we'll see that referred to agenda item 2023-179 this evening. Route 28 West, as previously reported, is continuing through preliminary design. Again, this project in particular will extend sewer on Route 28 from Finney's Lane to Route 149. So again, a very crucial piece of infrastructure for the CWMP sewer-related expansion. Additional sewer expansion projects in design include Finney's Lane, Long Pond area, Old Craigville, Old Yarmouth, and Chute Flying Hill Road projects, as well as Long Beach and Great Marsh Road projects. Most notably, the Finney's Lane Neighborhood Project, which is effectively the neighborhoods along the east and west of Finney's Lane. That project is nearing 30% design. That's in design with our internal team. And we will continue roadway takings for the sewer and utility easements. Our next request is anticipated to be voted on May 4th at the Town Council meeting. Courtesy letters are going out to abutters this week. Shifting over to CWMP related communications, I had noted earlier that as we prepare for sewer connection next spring, we have a number of different resources that we are developing or further enhancing to help our residents and businesses along those project routes. The first is the Homeowner Sewer Connection Guide, which is undergoing internal review currently. This will effectively act as a handbook for property owners to help guide them through the sewer connection process, breaking down their responsibilities and anticipated costs. Next, we have the Barnstable Water Resources website. It's a fantastic website full of a lot of information, including project updates, road work, anticipated closures, general water quality, and CWMP related information. This website is actually going through a redesign phase at the moment. We're focusing first on the homepage after collecting feedback from residents and businesses to help modify navigation and improve the search functionality. So ultimately making it easier to find the information you're looking for as soon as you hit that homepage. We're also working through enhanced frequently asked question development, expanding beyond just the common questions we see related to costs and connection to also provide more information about really the ecological impact, the basis of the CWMP, and useful things like where do you find a licensed sewer installer. So be on the lookout for improvements to that website, which we'll be rolling out over the coming weeks. Now we'll shift over to the Water Pollution Control Facility. As previously reported, the solids processing facility upgrades are ongoing, and we still anticipate that project to reach completion before the end of the calendar year. A major milestone was just recently hit with the arrival and installation of the Motor Control Center. That MCC, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, is where all electricity for this project will run through. So a very important piece of equipment for that project. We also have the nitrogen removal and headworks improvements project. We're proud to report that we have selected a designer and preliminary design work has started. And then moving on to the effluent disposal evaluation project. A lot of progress being made there. In particular, we are reviewing proposals for the next phase of work. We'll shift over to ponds and lakes. Very happy to report that the alum treatment was completed at Shubal Pond on April 11th. Subsequent adaptive management monitoring will take place over the next 2 years. So we'll be continuing to monitor that pond in relation to the alum treatment that has just recently been completed. And then Long Pond Marston's Mills, we continue to advance the planning of the floating treatment wetland pilot study and anticipate deployment next spring, 2024. That concludes our water resources management update. Thank you.